Hello everybody and welcome to the Sunchoir. This is the episode 4, I do believe, and today we have Mr. Sirleaf, Mr. Grillip, and the sir that just coughed, which was Mr. Etfeezy 11N.
11N.
We currently do have a cigar in hand, so...
In rotation.
Yeah, no, that explains it pretty much. But in this episode, we're just going to be talking about life and stuff. Because
Cuban.
life is such a broad subject.
We're sipping on some Maker's Mark.
Yeah, man.
We're
talking about life. Yeah.
Talking about life.
Now,
Red label.
Just a good old chat.
I have a question for all of you
Alright.
to answer individually. What is your take on life?
That's broad.
So, you're the first.
Yeah.
Let me smell to this.
How's the story?
That is so much alcohol.
Huh?
Life.
What is?
This.
Too much alcohol. Life, this. What is it all?
Come on,
What's it about?
give us
Jack?
the honest opinion, Jack.
So, what is it?
From your perception in life. How does it
Life.
Some input.
Put that back
You just
on.
unsheathed the cigar.
Correlate
Deroed
that
him.
to life.
You just dack the cigar.
Jack, your...
Life is like a cigar.
Yep. What way?
It becomes...
Chat. It's shit to begin with.
Jack, speak.
And painful.
Oh yeah, Jack. Jack, then you get your turn. Feel it.
Well,
Hold the... This is speaking cigar.
It's a cigar of truth.
Alright, feel it then. What's your take on life?
My take on life. I don't know. Just be happy. Just do what you want.
I totally get
Try like be kind and help to people, and like I don't know, just share a positive spirit, and just you know.
100%.
But what would you say to people that say
Mm.
that you should aim to be wealthy and successful in the material realm?
Why not?
But what about when it comes to excluding the value of emotional and self-fulfillment?
Excluding it.
Mm.
Why can't you have both?
You can.
You could.
But I think you got to be doing something that you love. Yeah. Because you can't just...
Mama.
Yeah, you can't make... You can't be working in a job that you don't like or in a career that you don't like and be making a fuckload but still not be enjoying
Happy.
life. Yeah,
Yeah,
if
of
it's
course.
not something that you
That's
enjoy.
not how I meant it though. If it's like something, you know, you could be wealthy if you just made like if you found enjoyment in like I don't know, being like a CEO and like having like an internet business or something like that, and just like working.
You either need
Yeah,
a
just look
job
around.
or something to
Or something.
sustain yourself to do something
Exactly.
and work towards something.
Oh my god, like those fucking what's it called? The currency traders.
Who are the currency traders?
I've never heard.
It's just like punting on like a global scale.
Really?
Punting.
Well, I guess so.
Like kicking
Like
the
you, no,
Game
pretty
on.
much. It's just
Shit,
like the
no.
value of like different currencies and they transfer like massive amounts of money, and those little drops equal like big cash when they like flip it.
Mm.
Crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
the
Yeah.
market's
Fuck.
doing.
In the market.
So it's just like a digital game.
I'm
Money.
not good with numbers,
Virtual.
and I
Yeah.
would never
And
be
I
able
don't
to
know. You
enter
could
the
you
market.
can find enjoyment in that. But
Fuck it.
what we're talking about, just like fulfillment.
Yeah, so securing yourself in like stability and being able to have enough money to
Self.
do what you want to do and to have a house and money and food and water and also be enjoying life at the same time. So yeah, if you had like a CEO job or something or an internet job on the side and then yeah,
I
'cause-
reckon you should
On the
just work
side.
towards
Well,
whatever job
Just do what you
want.
love,
Literally, whatever job you want, you fucking get it.
and you just succeed at it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You make money either way.
Yeah, so becoming a professional or a master
And
in
if
what you do.
Yeah, and if you can't
Yeah.
get it straight away,
Perfecting
then
your
do
craft.
something that like leans towards it.
Yeah, because then you can just branch off and do what you really want to do
Exactly.
when you've secured yourself enough. But yeah, I think it also comes down to what people's values are as well. Like, some people just don't even want that much money or anything, but they want to be enjoying life in a spontaneous way.
Yeah, the money they make, they spend in that way.
Yeah.
And then pay whatever utilities that they need to pay, and then the rest is like fucking, yes, can't do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly. Yeah,
Which is like fun to live by, but at the moment I've been saving, that's why I was able to buy a car literally fucking today.
And that's rewarding as well.
Yeah, it is. It felt amazing. I was like, holy shit, I have a car.
Yeah, and her name's Gertrude.
Yeah, Gertrude is her name.
Gertrude, the lovely Ford.
She's a beauty.
Yeah.
Gertie.
Gertie is a nickname.
Fucking time is money. You gotta
exactly like
you gotta balance the. Like,
for me, money is
two.
fucking never ending. Even if I can't make it, like I'll always be able to make it. For me, I'll find a way. So like, I'll spend whatever I need to get what I want. Like however much my tattoo's gonna cost, I'll spend. If it's $1,000, I know it'll be $1,000 at fucking like most.
Yeah.
And you're getting a dragon tattoo, aren't you?
Yeah,
Just
and it
audience.
means literally everything.
Yeah. So wait, for the audience, just Ethan's getting a tattoo that pretty much represents all the things that are important to us.
Who's Ethan?
I mean, FEZ, sorry. Yeah, Ethan doesn't exist.
Just a concept.
Ethan's a fucking figment of everyone's imagination.
He's a persona that is just created in the mental
An
realm.
enigma you shall never know.
He's just floating through the space-time continuum.
A blank voice in the void.
He doesn't even exist in the
Passing
space-time
through
continuum.
everything. He's always there and also never there.
Just accesses your brain signal with electromagnetic waves.
Wait, so what do we think about the gap between the space-time continuum? So what's outside
I
space
actually
and time?
don't know too much about the space-time continuum.
What gap?
No, but,
What gap?
okay, so
Is there a gap in the space-time continuum?
I would say, no, this is just for theoretically, but that space and time is a measure. Space and time is a measure of. So time would be a measure of value in seconds or whatever, because that's how time is measured. But it's like a recording of events, and then space would be the gap between the events. But to escape that would be where everything in the space-time continuum, which is everything that exists and has existed and will exist, is all happening simultaneously. And so you can tap into any single moment you want, because every single moment is always happening and always will be happening simultaneously.
What? Everything.
So that's what I mean by the gap in the space-time continuum.
Holy
That's what we
shit.
get.
No,
Dance is a doll.
I understand. I won't have it.
Somewhat.
I do
There's a lot of
understand.
words for me to
I was
take
about
at
to
once.
butt in, but then you said exactly what I was about to butt in
I
and
find it
say.
interesting how you're looking at the space-time continuum as like points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so you can jump.
I
that
love.
you can jump.
Do you see it in a
You
different
couldn't,
way?
like theoretically, there's no way possible to jump between.
I think it's more like a ball rolling, and the ball is like reality, and since it's rolling, it's moving, and that's like time. And if like the ball's not moving, which
Do you remember the thing
it's like rolling down the hill? It's like
It's always in
do you remember the
it's
thing I
always-
drew
it's-
on the
it
trip
does-
up to
yeah.
ski trip? That fucking
Yeah.
sphere rolling into a portal and coming out the other end mirrored and rolling back into itself, and the bridge between was just a portal.
That is the reality.
I don't have a photo. I can try and
You
get
drew
one.
like a wormhole or something.
Yeah.
Is that what we mean by space time?
On my
Gaps in
phone
the
ran out of
space-time.
charge.
Well, I suppose everyone's perspective is very interesting,
Yeah.
because we can only really theorize about it, I suppose.
You can.
Wait, but Ethan,
Prove it.
yeah, give me the science. No, if you do get the image though, just send it to me and I can post it on the Instagram account.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So for those that are listening, have an Instagram at the Sunchoir, and then you can just see shit on there, pretty much.
Fuck yeah.
Sonny, I've got a question. I don't know if you've discussed it before,
Okay.
but why the Sunchoir?
Well, funny thing, didn't know what name to call the podcast, so what I did is I searched up podcast name generators. And I typed in sun. And I came across the Sunchoir and I was like, you know what, that rings. I'm going to do it.
It sounds
That's
nice.
good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, usually I like things that have a bit of depth to them, but I thought that was kind of ironic in a way.
Nah, it's an inviting name, to be honest. Like, it draws me.
Yeah.
I've never been in a choir though. Like, imagine I'd just be like, ah.
But yeah, at the
North
start,
Sunchoir. Just
welcome to
Let alone
the
Sunchoir.
But it's got like different layers of voices. So you got like the low pitch and the high pitch.
Oh yeah.
Welcome. It's like
this
opera.
Cuban cigar really takes. Hits the
Damn
heart.
right.
Yeah.
I never know what countries it's from.
Well, where'd you get it from?
The tobacco station in Manly.
1968, it says. Has this
Possibly.
leaf been curing since 1968?
Possibly.
Possibly. Where'd you get them?
Tobacco station in Manly. TSG. We ripped up.
I don't know how, like, in movies and shit, they get, like, thick smoke.
Yeah.
This is like,
You reckon it's just
Do you
a
reckon
movie
it's
thing?
fake? Or do
They
we
got,
just
like, a
not
vape
sure
in there,
far
and they
enough?
just-
It's just
It's
they
fake.
just put a vape inside the cigar and it just
It's a prop,
yeah.
basically. It's
Oh.
But I wonder if it's just like a skill thing. Like you practice having like inhaling a cigar enough
I don't know.
to the point where you know how to maximize.
And you just fucking give yourself mouth cancer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Is that what
pretty
it does?
Yeah.
I
I
love
think it's like
tongue
breathing in
after
it's
quite a
really
bit.
hard, but
Yeah, well, like, not just after one.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Just to draw
Just
it
making sure
quickly
you
into
know.
your
Want
mouth.
to
Nah,
make sure
fair
my
enough,
mouth
but
is-
imagine
it's
that'd
fine.
be fucked. I'd never give that to anyone.
No.
I wouldn't even have any of it.
No.
I love how like everyone's just out of their comfort zone with this cigar. No one knows how to smoke.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, what
It's
do I
a-
do?
It's a learning experience. I mean, look, I've never had one before, so it's just like it's like with anything you try that's new. You know, you gotta.
It's just like no. Yeah, so go on.
No, yeah, well, you gotta practice it, and you'll make some mistakes and stuff along the way. But as you keep doing it, you refine your skills and know what doesn't work and what
Yeah.
does work.
Take it
Yeah.
off my hands.
Even with a cigar, with everything you
It's
can
just like
analyse.
because everyone's got like as funny as it is, like even with smoking and stuff, everyone's got their own style with it, and
Yeah.
you can like notice that. But I feel like it's
What
just
about-
been disrupted
what
as soon
about-
as everyone gets this because they're just like,
Because no one knows how
oh,
to make it.
I haven't learned how to do this properly yet. Just
Yeah.
like,
How about celery Ellery? Only has a bong. He blows out of his mouth and,
And
his
his
nose
nose.
at the same time.
yeah,
The
yeah.
dragon.
And you can't not do it.
Celery.
See,
grass.
we could speak about like any of the boys and
Yeah.
just be like,
This is their smoking habit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Riley, the face.
Oh, that's classic. That is classic.
Genbuck.
Makes
So-
it. Oh, yeah.
It makes it less harsh.
I apologize for this interlude, but
Okay.
Oh,
cheers.
We have a view interlude. Yeah, this too. Alright, so that was probably the loudest bong that you've listened to in your earphones or on your speakers.
ASMR, it's a new segment we're starting.
Yeah. What's it called? Bong Small?
Bongsmar. Bongsmar.
My name's Bug
bong smart and
Bong
aliens.
Bong Small. Oh yeah. What do you guys think about aliens? What are your thoughts?
They are 200 real.
Yeah. Alright.
Sorry, I forgot the percent.
Wait,
200% real.
Still fried.
Try and make the less noise as possible. So I reckon Jack L. Yeah, Jack L. Jack L's the ghost that keeps
If he
opening
opens
the
it
shed door.
again, you just gotta leave it.
So I reckon aliens are real, but they're not.
They're too far away to even.
No.
They think
No.
aliens are real too, but I reckon at the moment we're too far away to reach them in any form. We may stumble upon them
There are aliens.
in the near future, like
You're not
that's a
close
possibility, but I reckon we're pretty far off of actually meeting extraterrestrials, unless all those rumours about fucking America and Area 51 are true.
Dude.
True.
But to be honest, I haven't
this
actually
crisis-
listened to any of the, like, I haven't delve deep enough into the Area 51 conspiracies to know anything about it or talk
There's
about
so
it.
much media going on in general that it like masks some of the other like fuck shit that's going on in the world.
Yeah, that's what they do because
Yeah.
to get things, because what a lot of media companies do and stuff is because they always got to put out the truth, but they mask the truth by putting out a lot of fake stuff that they stage, so you don't know what is actually true and what is not, because it's just everything is put out in the same way, and they put in the truth in a bunch of different fake stuff, so you don't know which one is the truth and which isn't. And especially when they're pushing a lot of the stuff that distracts you from seeing the truth, it's hard to actually get to the bottom of the
because there's
what's actually
so
going
much
on.
shit that has been twisted along the way by just like fuckheads that like to make drama on the internet, and then when it gets to you, it's like fourth hand, or maybe not that far gone, but still
It's
still
Chinese-
the
keeps
truth.
edited.
Chinese whispers.
Yeah.
But on a
Yeah.
fucking mass scale.
Yeah.
Have you seen
And
those videos
oh.
in America? Every news station
Flash.
starts off with the exact same like good morning and like goodbye and everything.
What?
Like it's fucked.
Oh.
Like they put them all
Shots.
in this collage of them
That's
all
the very
speaking at
last
the
one.
same time
Is it?
in sync, the exact same
Well, 'cause
words, the exact same
Yeah.
script. Like a
Shame.
collage of 50 of them.
It's
News
literally-
reporters from
Yeah.
each from all different states in America. There's like 52 states in America, dude.
Yeah. All at once.
Pretty much, yeah.
What does it sound like? Cancer.
No, like fucking like robots, dude. Like the end of fucking humanity.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody
To
was,
me, and I'm
Somebody
so
did
glad
that.
we live in Australia.
Yeah, it's like Australia is linked to America and all that, but it isn't
Yeah.
exactly like
It's not Americanized
Yeah, yeah.
as much.
As yeah,
it is,
it's
but
got,
not as much.
Yeah, like it's got some aspects to it,
understand.
definitely.
Yeah,
the way
properties of like Americanization.
capitalism,
Yeah, for
democracy,
sure.
but it doesn't have all the all the gun laws, and
Nah.
because Australia's only been like civilized in the Western way for like some 200 and something years,
Not long.
like since
Not
17
long
something. So, but even before then, like indigenous cultures in Australia, they lived in such an advanced way that was so sustainable with the environment
Yeah.
that they didn't even like leave many traces because so much of the
It was
stuff they
just
did.
preserved.
Would just
Yeah.
grow back.
Yeah, and
They
so much of
knew-
the stuff they
and-
did was blended with the environment.
They knew just
They know how to
everything. They knew every
cultivate the
pattern,
land in a way
everything.
that would grow back and be sustainable for
Yeah.
not just them, but the fucking animals, the
The
flora
health
and the
of the
fauna
land.
around
Like
them,
the land would
and
just
the
provide
land.
that have just like fields of just it would just be like a Garden of Eden kind of. You'd just be looking up, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
and-
it's literally like an oasis, a paradise.
And that connection with spirit would have been so much more, like with the earth.
There's no, sorry, you go.
No, yeah, okay. Well, with because they would have been connecting every single day because that culture. Well, I'm not too, I don't know too much about it, so I won't.
I know the ceremony.
Just wanna say that now.
Like, calling upon the ancestors and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So
That must have been freaky.
It's just that
We could
now
keep
there's a
shit.
barrier between humans and like the animal species, but before there wasn't.
No.
And it
And it's just like
was
a
so
spiritual,
much better for the earth.
spiritual connection in general.
Industrialization and
It's just
all of
fucked
that is just, yeah.
it's like
Urbanized. Yeah,
Urbanized.
go on.
yeah, it's like a like raping the earth is like industrialization because you're taking from it but you're not
Yeah.
giving back.
Yeah.
That's kind of like that's not
We're
the
just
best term to
raping the
use.
planet.
Yes.
I've said this a few times.
Yeah.
Before.
Because you can't be connected to nature and that if we've literally through urbanization built a whole different world that some people, their whole every day of their life is just in urban places, not even in nature. They might see a tree on the street, but that's like it. And then they go to their office and they're just in their office and then back home.
You
In little boxes all day.
And they've just been, like, in the bubble.
If your nose is in an iPad all day, like
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't even look up, like
Yeah.
You
And-
don't, and some
You just
people
live in an
don't. They
artificial
never
world.
look up.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And they
And I
don't.
think that's where everything's going. So they detach from the real world, the natural world, and they delve deeper into the technological world.
Yeah, they just get sucked into all the
Distractions.
Advances
Distractions.
and
of technology.
logistics, fucking numbers,
just because you've got an apple on your fucking
Just
phone doesn't mean
constructs.
you're connected to
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah, true. So they did use an apple icon. Yeah.
And even just because you take fucking pictures in nature, like, I
Yeah.
turn my phone off when I go on bushwalks. I'm fully immersed. I fucking
Yeah.
sing back to the birds when they call.
Yeah.
I've been doing that since
Yeah.
I was little.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah, like
I always do it.
like the thing is, a lot of people don't even realize what they're missing out on, because if you're so disconnected, sometimes people don't even realize what the other option is,
Yeah.
because they think, okay, this is the way I'm going with, like, they might be so so submerged in all this technology that
and caught up in it.
yeah
That they just
forgot
don't think there's another way out.
exactly, and unless they experience that alternative, which is such a connection to nature, which would definitely expand their experience so much more, because we're a part of that. We're not separate from nature, we're a part of it. We're just, our ego only separates us. But
It's just like chasing
Our
It's
intellect
right.
as well. Our intellect
The
for sure
machine
separates
is
us from like animals.
It's evil. It
But it's
disconnects us
also
from
been
our
proven that
humanity.
pigs have like the closer,
My body.
I don't know what
Too
it's called, like
smart for our
a,
good.
a closer brain to
It
humans
separates
than
our
apes.
humanity.
Like to do with thinking and everything.
Machines don't have
I'm not
souls.
actually too sure, so I won't say much. But
because I was reading a pamphlet earlier that a friend of mine gave me, and I was talking about how pigs have memories and stuff, and they like have social lives with other
yeah,
pigs.
they do.
Yeah.
And also
Like
with
humans.
humans. Like they can communicate in a way where
Dude, I can't believe we haven't been
I don't
blown
know.
up yet.
True.
they can just
Like
communicate.
a nuclear explosion.
One conversation.
That's it.
Imagine if like, just like cataclysmic. Just like, you know, just North Korea starts launching missiles. And this thing just triggers a spontaneous like atomic fuckage of the whole planet.
So you mean like
Blow our atmosphere.
if just
Like a doomsday.
Like
yeah.
yeah.
Like if one
Like a
day
proper
a doomsday
doomsday.
just rocked up, it was just like, hey bitches, I'm
an
gonna
actual
decimate
doomsday
you. Yeah.
from space. That
To be
Well,
honest-
like a space doomsday. What do you mean?
isn't there like a
Like satellites?
super villain named Doomsday?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
fucking
What?
I thought you meant in real life.
Oh no, yeah. I thought that's what you guys were talking about.
Nah, like a proper doomsday, like
Proper
the end
doom-
of the
yeah,
world
the end of-
doomsday.
Like
Ouroboros.
What's Ouroboros?
Ouroboros.
What is that?
that's a snake
It's
eating
the snake
Oh.
wrapping itself around.
Yeah.
I
What's the meaning of that?
It's
It's just the end of the world. It means like the apocalypse.
No, it's,
yeah,
is
it does.
Really?
Like it
The
crushes the world. Yeah,
Or strangling,
in like
suffocating.
Viking lore, I think.
That's just what the planet does.
Apparently, apocalypse means something along these lines. So do your research if you really want to know. But it means something to do with an unveiling of the veil. So a release of the end of an illusion.
Right.
Just make sure this podcast is still still recording. Cool.
The illusion
Just
of
'cause my
what
computer-
though?
Okay. Well, we could go. Okay.
Because like if it's the illusion of I don't know our world, like technologically, we still know about nature, so it's not going to be.
Okay. Well, the illusion would be the way that. Okay, I think what the illusion would be from my perception, is that it would be the way that the world is structured in its values and the way that it operates from
Nowadays.
from a very mentally oriented
Materialistic point of view.
a materialistic progression of seeking power through attaining materialistic possessions. So that the illusion that value is in material things would fade away. And so, because material things are always transient, they always fade. You can't seek happiness or fulfillment in something that is fading.
They don't stick around.
So,
It comes and goes.
yeah.
The material is
Like all
created,
things.
destroyed, and transformed.
And it's the same
Exactly.
it's the same with thoughts as well. Because thoughts are
With
But
creation
antimatter
becomes
sticks around forever.
destruction.
But destruction allows
can't
for
be
new things to be
destroyed.
created.
Exactly, for
What
more
is it?
creation.
Antimatter.
What is
Stuff splits off and life finds a way.
what is antimatter?
Ooh.
I have absolutely no idea, and I wish I did.
Antimatter.
It's like
Or
so I only know very basic stuff about it, but the atoms in antimatter are pretty much the exact opposite in their composites of a normal atom. So a normal atom is built of, just in basic stuff instead of going into it, is just the nucleus is made of neutrons and protons. The neutrons are neutrally charged, so they don't have any positive or negative charge. The protons are positively charged, and surrounding that nucleus are the electrons, which are negatively charged. But with antimatter, it's the complete opposite, so they neutralize each other. So in the nucleus of antimatter, it would be neutrons are the same, I think, and then protons, they're actually negative in the antimatter, and then the electrons are positive.
They're the ones that flow between.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, and they exchange between other ones. So the antimatter, when it meets normal matter, is like they just decimate each other because it's like negative and positive coming together.
That's the scientific perception of it.
Exactly, yeah.
That's only what we've discovered so far. But I read a book by like this Swami or whatever, and it's called like, I haven't finished it yet. It's called like Traveling to Different Planets, and on the cover it's like this dude's spirit rising out of his body. I'm like, what? And he talks about how matter can be like created and destroyed and like transformed, but like antimatter sticks around forever.
There's always like residue of it.
There's always residue of it. Like it can't be decimated because it was like, it can't be destroyed. It's just forever
It's
existing.
a byproduct of everything.
So
it's literally like the end.
It's the superior matter, kinda.
Even if there's nothing, there'll always be something,
like
and that will be it.
because it's substantial. It exists beyond the illusion.
Yeah, beyond everything.
Yeah.
In its own pocket.
Yeah, so
but it's there for us to see, but we can't actually enter its... I'm not going to say atmosphere, because that's fucking like not correct at all.
No, but I get what you're saying, because we can't enter it because we're made of matter pretty much.
Exactly.
At least our bodies. So if we were to...
And when that collides, it just ignites and decimates
so
itself,
fucking
like you
destroys
said.
us. But, yeah, like... What do you...
Then why aren't we destroyed? Where's all the antimatter?
I don't know.
Because it's between, not together.
What do you mean by that?
Like it's flowing with us, but on another sort of like plane. So imagine two sheets of paper together, separated by a tiny gap, and the front piece of paper is the like normal nucleus and atoms, and the other piece of paper are the dark matter atoms. And they're
Same
flowing
thing.
between each other like it's a, what's it called? See-through bits of paper, and you can see them. They're not actually touching, they're just like flowing like tadpole eggs. And you can pick them up one by one. Like obviously you can't, but to do with the tadpole eggs, you can pick them up and put them back, and they just form back to a little ball that moves all together in one, touching but not actually breaking and forming together.
Amazing analogy. So would you say they're parallel to each other?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So it's not like they're not interacting in the same
But
way.
when and if we can make that happen, I don't know if we can make that happen for them to merge. Like what you said, they destroy each other. Because it's just the complete opposite.
I need to mow my lawns.
You need to mow your lawns, Jack.
Break the law. Break the law.
Get over your fucking...
Oh, what?
Boys only have 4 modes.
Oh yeah, Totoro. I haven't seen it, but you know.
You need to watch it, man.
Yeah, I do, don't I?
It's so
I've
good.
been recommended it twice.
It's so good. It's just, there's like minimal words. It's just like,
yeah. Just so
It's
nice.
just, yeah.
Yeah, it's like all Studio Ghibli movies are so good. They're
I think I
art
like
form.
this.
The animations are insane. They're so. Oh, in Ponyo, have you seen that?
Yeah, of course.
The animations, bro. Like the animations
They
are
are
so good.
insane.
No doubt.
No doubt whatsoever.
Straight up.
Alright, are we ending the episode here?
Yeah, I think that's.
I think that's a wrap.
We'll end it on...
Has the cigar been finished?
Oh,
I
no,
think it
we'll
will
be
get
halfway.
We'll save it for later.
I wanna chuff it outside a little
Maybe
bit. Surely.
Alright.
little try.
When's bedtime?
All right. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you everybody for
Brush
listening.
teeth after this.
Take care, and I'll see you on the next episode.
See ya.
Peace out.
No, no.
Adios.